Greetings everyone. I am Rajul and today I along with my teammates are here to present our online project based learning activity. Our topic for the day is Prime Minister and President. The topics we would be covering are first of all the introduction of the chapter, then we will head to the topic of Prime Minister, power of Prime Ministers, Council of Ministers and types of ministers etc. And then President and the powers of President. So now let's start with the introduction.
The introduction for the same is this chapter is about the working of such institutions that are required in a democracy. We try to understand this by looking at the manner in which major decisions are taken and implemented in a country, and we take them and respect them as the laws of our country. We also look at how disputes regarding these decisions are resolved. In this process, we come across three institutions that play a key role in the major decisions: legislature, executive, and judicial.
Let's get started with the topic. So our first topic is Prime Minister.
So let's know about Prime Minister. He is the most important political institution in the country. The Prime Minister of India officially, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India is the leader of executive branch of the government of India. The Prime Minister is the chief advisor to the President of India and head of the Union Council of Ministers. They can be a member of any two houses of the Parliament of India, the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha, but has to be member of political party or coalition having a majority in Lok Sabha.
So now let's introduce with the powers of Prime Minister.
The power the Prime Minister has acquired with respect to the Constitution are: he chairs cabinet meetings, he coordinates the work of different departments, his decisions are final in case disagreements, he exercises general supervision of different ministries, all ministers work under his leadership, the Prime Minister distributes and redistributes work to the ministers, he also has the power to dismiss ministers. When the Prime Minister quits, the entire ministry quits.
The Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers is the office body that is the lawmaking body of the cabinet ministers, ministers of independent state with independent charge and the ministers of states. There are usually 60 to 80 ranks. There are three types of ministers. First of all, the cabinet ministers that are the top level leaders from the ruling parties and they are the major decision making ministers. The next one is the minister of states with independent charge or the deputy ministers. So these have specific assigned roles, so they perform smaller functions. The next one is ministers of state, so they are appointed to assist the cabinet ministers.
The President is elected by all the members of the Parliament and the members of the legislative. He is the head of the state and has nominal powers. He is also the supreme commander of the armed forces.
The powers that President has acquired with respect to the Constitution are: the President supervises the overall functioning of all political institutions in the country. All governmental activities take place in the name of the President. All laws and major policy decisions of the government are issued in his or her name. All major appointments such as the Chief Justice of India, the judges of Supreme Court and the High Courts, the governors, the election commissioner and international ambassadors to other countries are made in the name of President. All international treaties and agreements are made in the name of President. The President is the supreme commander of the defense forces of India. However, the President exercises all the powers only on the advice of the Council of Ministers.
The team members of the presentation are Rajul Tyagi, Aman Yadav and Vasu Mittal. We hope that you have understood the topic of Prime Minister and President. Thank you for watching our presentation.